Hey guys, it's Jordan here from J-Tech with the long-awaited review of the Sony XB950BT. Now these headphones are sort of the successor to the headphones that I reviewed last year, which were the Sony MDR10RBT. Now the only thing that's really different about these, which kind of means that they're not in the same line, is this is the extra bass series. So these have bigger cushions and a lot more bass and a bass boost button. But are they better than the ones from last year? Well, that's something we have to find out in the full review. Now obviously the first thing you're going to see when you pick up these headphones is the buttons on the sides. And we have buttons here for playing, pausing the songs, also going back and forth, and also we have volume control buttons as well. Now on the other ear cup, if we move over, we have the microphone, we have the slot to put your auxiliary cable if you choose to use it, and also we have our micro USB to charge it, a bass boost button, and then the power button as well. Now moving right along, you can see here that we have a pretty nice headband here, and as I pull it apart you can see that this is actually a metal reinforced headband, and it's a really nice hinge there. It goes very nicely with the headphones and the aesthetics of the headphones. And also we have a pretty nice stitching on these big ear pads too, in which I have to say these are probably the most comfortable headphones I've ever worn. Now these headphones are going to set you back $200 on retail, and with that being said, I believe they have phenomenal build quality, but the irony lies within the fact that the 10RBTs broke in my backpack and the headphone was dangling, and the exact same thing happened to these, so I ended up having to return them to Best Buy, and I haven't gotten a replacement pair yet, but that was my fault. I still feel like the build quality on these is really good, and they also come with NFC, so really for the price, you can't really beat this headphone. Now my only real gripe about these headphones is the lack of accessories that came with it. Most headphones come with carrying cases and things like that, but this pair of headphones only came with the auxiliary cable. We couldn't even get a case. Now I did manage to be able to fit these headphones into the case for the old ones, but still I shouldn't have to do that. I should be able to have some kind of case at least. Now as a quick demonstration, I did want to show you how the NFC worked. So this is just a quick video of me pairing it to my phone effortlessly. As you can see, almost as soon as I put my phone down, it paired, which almost shocked me even when I took the video, because normally you have to do it like 1 or 2 times, but this is unflawed NFC connection. Now on to this beautiful button here. This button is the bass button. And what the bass button does is it gives an electronic pulse of bass, which is probably the most bass that you're going to get out of any headphone. And that's a pretty big deal. Once you press the button, this orange light comes on and it gives you the most bass that you'll probably ever experience, even from the XB950s from a couple years ago. I think this is probably the best bass I've heard on a headphone. It's not too muddy, but it does rock exactly where it needs to rock. Now on to the best part of this review, the sound quality. And when it comes to sound quality, these are my favorite headphones that I have ever owned. I put these over the Zorro 2 HDs, I put these over the NewTek Hamos, I put these over the Logitech Ultimate Ear 6000s, and even the Sony 10RBTs from last year. These headphones have the most bass out of any headphone that I've ever experienced. Even when the bass boost is on, the headphones still manage to sound good. Now don't get me wrong, the other qualities of the music are drowned out when you turn on the bass boost, but when it's not on, you have an adequate amount of bass, and all the other qualities of the headphones sound great as well. I would even say they have more bass than the XB series from before, like I mentioned earlier, and more bass than the Skull Candy Skull Crushers, and more bass than all of the Beats headphones as well. Which means that if you're a bass head, you're gonna love this headphone, and if you're not a bass head, you might still find some qualities of this headphone that you like, as in the battery. The battery is 20 hours long, which I can accredit to being actually that long, and it only takes 2 hours to charge it. So with that being said, you'll probably never run out of batteries on this thing, and that's perfect for any kind of a commuter who rides their bikes, who wants to get on the subway, the bus, anything. These headphones are perfect for a commuter headphone person, and if you're looking for Bluetooth headphones, I wouldn't go any further than this headphone right here. Now, before I wrap this video up, I did want to mention one more crazy thing about these headphones that makes them even better for me. And it's the fact that the Bluetooth 4.0 range is almost astonishing. I was able to leave my iPad on my bed and go all the way to the laundry room in my apartment, and there was not even one stutter. These headphones are nearly perfect, and if I was still rating things, I would probably give it a 9 or a 10 out of 10. I'd recommend these to anybody. If you have any more questions about these headphones, please feel free to let me know. This is Jordan from JTech.